The other day I was at lunch, and I do take lunches, not little sack lunches like a kindergartner, sometimes I do, but most of the time I actually like to go somewhere and just air my pants out because I'm in the shop all day long. So on this particular day, a customer stopped by when I was at lunch, found out I was closed for a little bit. I had a sign on the door letting him know what time I'd be back, got frustrated, left a pissy message on the phone, basically gave me the middle finger over the phone. He told me that there's plenty other chainsaw places in town, and if I wasn't gonna be open during normal business hours, that I was treating my customers like crap. I usually take lunch the same time every day, but if I don't, it's because I was held up by a customer that I was taking care of. In this particular case, I called the customer back, left a message because he didn't pick up his phone. He ended up circling back around and came into the shop today. So just to address his chainsaw comments that there's plenty of other places in town that can fix chainsaws, I just laugh because there's not. Yes, there are other steel dealers, but honestly, I know you guys know too because you've been out there, most service techs are completely incompetent. There's a reason why I have such a loyal customer base, and that is because I take care of my customers and I actually know what I'm talking about. So let me show you what I found on this particular saw that the gentleman brought in. Carburetor was completely filthy, the saw was completely filthy, the air filter was completely filthy. And so what I do as a saw service tech that actually knows what I'm doing, I take apart the carburetor. And that is what I found. A saw that was neglected by the user because they didn't clean their equipment, which is often the majority of the issues that come through the shop. Except this chainsaw tech is intelligent enough to know that I have to tear apart the carburetor to see what is actually going on inside. And I guarantee you that most every single steel dealer in town is gonna take a saw like this that will run, but it'll shut off and won't idle. The first thing they're gonna do is start adjusting the idle screw, instead of taking the carburetor apart and inspecting why it's having issues. But this is why you go to a tech that knows what to look for. So the first thing I did when I had those saw problems is I took the carburetor apart because 99.9% of the time, it's got debris inside the carburetor because of a lack of maintenance. What I'm gonna do with this particular carburetor is I'm gonna run it through the ultrasonic cleaner, put it back together, and 9 times out of 10, the saw is gonna work fine. But a lot of the other steel dealers in town wouldn't do that. They would just keep adjusting the screw, messing up the fuel air mixture, or start throwing parts at it, put a new carburetor on there, and bill the customer an astronomical rate. I, on the other hand, take pride in my work, I know what I'm doing, and there is a reason why customers keep coming back.